explain better in my speech. Okay, and see, the true participatory media is something which provides a community people to take part in each and every step in their production. Say right from the production process till the evaluation process. That is initiation to the end. To the end, they should add their participation in each and every step. So such community media is a true participatory community medium. So what is this participatory approach is all about? See, participation implies a higher level of public involvement in communication systems. It includes involvement of the public in the production process and also management and planning of the community systems. Community participation is not only a dichotomy variable where we can say just yes or no. See, because participation we cannot just say yes, there is a participation in this community medium and there is no participation in some other community medium. Because participation is there in almost all the community medium, but it differs with the percentage or degree of participation. No? And see, this participatory comes from the initially comes from the participatory communication model, which I'll just given a brief about it. Okay, participatory communication model assumes that potential of people is viewed as the key agent of change. It recognizes everyone's right and duty to influence decision making. It emphasizes the local community, dialogue and emancipation rather than the national state monologue and alienation. Okay, it believes in upholding enhancing the dignity and equality of people. See, basically the concept of participation is not something new. It is as old as humankind itself. Okay. However, this discourse of participation gained its movement in 1970s with the criticism of top-down, unidirectional and modernistic approaches which were followed in many of the countries in 1950s and 1960s. So we all had a system of westernization or modernization which was followed for the development in many of the countries. So this
divergent. But the local languages and customs and social practice are vary from place to place and region to region. So of course the community radio is playing as a public relation tool for our community, and it is giving the programs accordingly. So still the community radio stations are operated and owned and driven by the community to serve the things. Okay. So this year the Pondicherry area is actually fully taken for study purpose, but still the radio in India, if everybody knows that it was started in 1990, but initially it was given for only educational stations were originally permitted. But in 2004, initially it was under the EMRC by Anna University was running. It was produced the media science students at Anna University. Later in 2006, the NGO also given for operating this community radio, followed by the first community radio in Sangam radio in Andhra Pradesh, that is in Pastapur village in Medak district, was announced in 15th October 2008, followed by the radio Pandalkand in Madhya Pradesh state also. It was also introduced in 23rd October 2008, followed by the grant of permission of agreement, that is GOPA in 2009, where 62 community radio stations were announced, followed by the community radio in Sarang in 107 point is managed by the Mangalore, by the St. Aloysius College of Mangalore. Later the Basanti radio in the first community radio stations licensed in the state of Rajasthan as a campus radio station for students. Later the Kuman Vani, a community radio service in March 11, 2011 in Uttarakhand also given, followed by the Janan Tarant 90.4 mm, the first community radio service in the northeastern India began regular broadcast on November 28 in 2010. Now everybody is aware of that community radio policy, but still it's any non-for-profit legal entity can be applied the community radio policy, but it's not for the individuals or political parties or criminals or even banned organization.